DIAES artist. Because I'm out today, I thought we would do something different so that the sub wouldn't have to worry about all the different materials that we are all working on. So today we're going to think about an artist called Romero Britto. He lives in Miami and does some really awesome work, and you'll have seen it on the smartboard and have watched a little video about him. Really fun stuff, really fun, bright, colorful, kind of pop art, so kind of going on the same plane that our third graders were just working on. A little bit like Georgia O'Keeffe that the fourth and fifth graders are working on, because he likes to go big and simple. So for this project, you each are going to get a little 8x8 sheet of white paper, and you can choose, we're going to think about Earth Day, and you can choose an animal, an insect, a plant to draw on your paper. So I chose a dragonfly. You'll have lots of tools. You can use some of these little tracers that are really for tessellation, but they're a perfect size. So they are in the middle table, so there's all sorts of things to choose from to place on your paper. So like if you were going to do the elephant, you might have to do it on an angle, okay? So your first step is to get your white paper and put your name and your teacher's name on a side, and that will be the back. So you want to write your name, your teacher, and you always can write the color of your table, but we're not working with wet, we're going to work with markers, so if it falls out, though, at least I'll know where you are. So your first step is to decide what you want to draw. Think about animals, think about Earth Day, saving the environment, protecting animals and nature. So you want to think about what you want to create, and you can either trace something or create your own. So we're going to think about our craftsmanship. And then we're going to think about our composition. And for this project, it's going to be really easy. So we're just going to create one idea, one center theme, okay? And then we're going to think about, as you watched in Romero Britto's piece, he used lots of lines to divide up his space. So you can either use a ruler, and the rulers are on the bookshelf, or just draw some straight lines. You want to keep in mind that every space has to have a different color. So I'm just going to make a couple divisions around my dragonfly, and then I'm going to think about some designs. So you can put some shapes in there, and you want to think about contrast. So if you're going to make your background, which is our negative space, if you're going to make that full of design, then your main object here will be more plain. So you decide, is your negative space behind your focus going to be full of design, or is it just going to be plain? And then you can add a lot of design in your main focus piece. So you have to decide. I'm going to go with something in the background, and I'm just going to use shapes. Romero Britto, as the thing told us, a little video, he liked to use his initials. So I'm going to put my initials in one of the squares. And I'm going to make some line designs all around. So once you're done designing your piece, I might as well go with my shapes. I'm going to go with some more shapes. You're then going to think about color choices. And again, Romero Britto worked with some bright, fun colors. So with the markers that are all around the room, I would grab a couple markers and think about complementary colors, colors that kind of go together. So colors that are connected on the color wheel go together, ones that are right next to each other. And we have color wheels on your table somewhere. I'm just getting up one. They should be in your baskets, but also here's a color wheel. So colors that touch each other go really well together. They're called analogous colors. Colors that are across from each other complement each other, so they work good. Warm colors work well together, and cool colors work well together. So if you're not sure what colors work together, Try and find a color wheel. They should be in your baskets, and I'll make sure that they're available on your tables so that you can kind of play out your colors. And then you're going to grab your markers and just have fun filling in this space. Okay, so with marker usage, you want to kind of go in the same direction, especially when you're filling in a big space. Okay, so for my big space, I'm going to outline it first. So I carefully outlined my big space, and then I'm going to go in one direction. So I'm going to go a little bit around my dots. But you're not scribbling in your color. Take your time. Let the ink that's in your marker really fill in the space. And the slower you go and the light pressure that you have on your marker, the better color coverage you'll get, and also better for our markers. So look at what you're doing, take your time, and really have fun really filling in the color. When we are all done coloring the whole thing, and you might not get done today, you're then going to get an oil pastel, and we're going to outline all of our spaces, and that will make our design pop. So I'm going to continue working with my dragonfly inspired art from Romero Britto on and celebrating Earth Day, which is around the corner. So enjoy creating a simple piece that we will then add color to and place out in the hall for everyone to enjoy. So your I can statements are I can either trace or create my own simple design. I can use line to add a background in the negative space, a design in the background. And I can work with markers in one direction so I get really good coverage. Enjoy, AIS artists. Sorry I can't be here with you today, but I know you're really going to enjoy this project. When you're done, whether you're done with it or not, you're going to place it in your folder, and we will attach a really wonderful background to it next time. Enjoy.